Check, check. Can we all stand up and give these people a round of applause? Can we all stand up and give them some energy? Let's come to the front. Everybody, let's go to the front. Everybody take a step forward and let's come to the front of the room. All the way to the front. All right, and let's just celebrate them. Hands in the air and cheer them on. Let's go. Go! Okay. Everybody repeat after me. Let's make sure the mic's good. Yeah, it's good. All right, we're just going to bring up our figurative script for this workshop, and we're just going to rip it, okay? Ah! 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 Okay, awesome. Please find a seat and close your eyes. We're going to do a quick little exercise beforehand, and y'all are the best. I didn't know that was going to work or not, honestly. Okay, so. All right, so let your shoulders drop. Find a really comfortable spot. And I just want to give anyone the option to leave this workshop at any point. If you don't want to participate, if you're just looking for a lecture, then please, I won't take offense, and you can put it on the complaint that you expected a lecture, okay? So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and put one hand on your belly. And we're going to do 5 of the slowest breaths of your life. And what this is going to do is it's going to activate a particular part of your nervous system. So take the deepest breath in and the deepest breath out and really slow down. All right, one more deep breath. Keep your eyes closed. No one's watching you. All right, keep your eyes closed. For the next few breaths, I want you to think of someone you really love, someone you're really grateful for, and just see them in your eyes, in your mind, and just feel the gratitude for this person, okay? Just take a second and remember how much you love this person. Remember a moment that you were with this person and that you felt so connected to them, you felt so safe. Just really intensify that moment, make it bright. All right, take one more deep breath. And make a commitment to yourself as you interact with people during this workshop. Keep that gratitude for their presence in the back of your mind. Because this is a temporary experience. We won't be gathering in this room with the party scientist again, likely. This is very temporary, impermanent. So when you're ready, we're going to stand up and you're going to find someone and you're going to stand face to face with them. So please stand up when you're ready. Okay, and the invitation here is to not talk. Don't talk, because the norm is that we talk all the time, right? The default versus social neuroscience. Find your partner. If you don't have a partner, come find me. If you'd like, you can just breathe with this person, or you can offer them a hug, but you're going to make it the slowest hug you've ever had in your life. Make it the slowest hug ever. And if the first time you did it way too fast, do it again. And remember, no talking. All right, now find one more person, pair up. Find one more person, pair up. Give them a nice deep hug. Or just be with this person. All these giggles. How did this hippie get into this conference? Okay, now I'm gonna need someone to come up on stage with me. So Christian, come up on stage with me, please. Okay, so you're gonna take hold of the opposite wrist of your partner. We're gonna co-regulate. All right, so we've already regulated ourselves. So you're gonna take the wrist just like this, and you're gonna open up the chest, okay? So you're gonna need some space. You're gonna bend your knees slightly, and you're just gonna lean back, open up the core, and just open it up. Really open it up, twist. And now come up, and this time really lean back and keep your body straight. Really open up the chest, open up the chest. Let your neck relax. Okay, next one, back to back with your partner, back to back with your partner. All right, so back to back, feel them. And one of you is gonna go 90 degrees down and let your partner rest on top of you, okay? Like this. And let your Okay, just like this. Co-regulation. And let your partner take some deep breaths, and we're gonna switch sides. Okay. Awesome, come on up. Yeah, you're good. Okay, everybody, silently we're gonna start walking around the room. Walking around the room, walking around the room. And make some eye contact with people. And feel free to clap to the beat. All right, and the invitation here is to connect with people in a non-verbal way. And maybe you can start just with a high five or a backward high five. Okay, and you're gonna connect in a non-verbal way any way you want. Oh. Get creative with it. All right, go around. You're the best. Cheers. Woo. All right, get creative with it. Get creative with it. Use your entire body. Move around the space. All right, let's reverse the direction. So start going backward. And this game's called bumper cars, okay? So you're gonna bump into people really slowly, okay? So move around and just give people a little bumps and say hello, make some eye contact. Yeah, move around, bumper cars. Remember, no talking, only smiles. Oh, move around, move around. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, can we just take a second? I don't think a single person is on a laptop in the room. Can we just celebrate that? That's magic. All right, so we're gonna have like 10 minutes of me talking, but most of what we're gonna do is interactive. So feel free to take a seat, but find a partner. Find a partner and sit face to face with that partner. And your goal here is to avoid all the other distractions, your phone, the people coming and leaving this room. And what we're gonna talk about today is the default versus social neuroscience as it applies to how we connect in the world. how we connect at conferences, how you show up at a party, how you network, right? There's these default patterns that we follow. One of those patterns is distractedness. Another pattern is shallowness, right? If we really want to nourish each other with the antidepressant of life, which is human connection, we got to break the default and we got to adopt more social neuroscience-based practices, oxytocin, endorphins, serotonin, like all these neurotransmitters. So with your partner, you're going to sit face-to-face with them. You're not going to look at me. And we're going to practice this sentence stem. And how it's going to work, people who are going first, put up your hand. Okay, so we need pairs. You need to find a pair. Okay, identify yourself. This is a brave space, not a safe space. All right, so partner one, you're going to say this over and over again. The default way I socialize is I sometimes avoid eye contact. That might be a default way. The default way I socialize is I get really wasted. The default way I socialize is I hide behind my humor. And you're just going to keep going. I'm going to tell you when to stop. The other partner, you're just going to witness. You're just going to witness silently. You're not going to be like, yay, yay, yay. You're not going to be like, oh, wait, I disagree. No. You're just going to witness this person and be totally present with them. Does everyone understand we got this? Okay. So who's going first? Put up your hand if you're going first. Great. And I acknowledge that I'm inviting you to be very vulnerable in this moment and choose your own vulnerability in this entire workshop. So let's begin now. Okay, and wrap up the last thing you're saying. And when you're ready, you're going to switch partners. Switch partners. Okay. Slowly come to silence with your partner. Slowly come to silence with your partner and just appreciate one thing they shared. Maybe thank them for their courage, maybe relate. Just for the next 30 seconds, thank them for sharing something that they shared. All right? Go ahead. Oh, just thank them for saying something or relate with something they shared, reflect back. Yeah. Okay, and when you're ready, come to silence with your partner. Okay. Does anyone want to share something that came up that might be useful for the group? Does anyone want to share their experience doing that activity? Maybe it was really awkward for you. Maybe it's like a weird way of connecting. Does anyone want to share something that came up, just popcorn style? We'll give you a round of applause, and we'll make you look really cool. The tech guy is going to like put some special effects on you. Yes? She says, I feel like I know so much more about Erica than being complete strangers.
I know this woman very well, but I learned things in that 30 seconds that I never did, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. Okay, awesome. So my work here is done. I'm gonna go to the bar. Just kidding. Anyone else? Quick share. Would never have guessed how much we had in common. Thank you. Wonderful. Was there something, who wants to share their default way of socializing? Sarcasm and humor. Yeah, I'm like that too. Okay. So my slides are pretty, I didn't use AI to create them, I'm sorry. Not like all the other presenters. So there's a default, and the default is staying in the safe zone, avoiding all social risks, okay? Social risks. Social risks are asking personal questions that people haven't been asked before. Social risks are getting excited about what someone shared. Social risks, expressing emotion, right? I live in Western culture, and I'm a man, and I have had to unlearn being super calm and like unexcited, unemotional. So when we embrace more of an evidence-based social neuroscience approach, we're really in our bodies. We're not just talking, but we're using our bodies and we're letting ourselves feel connected with one another. Because I can know 20 facts about you, and I can still not feel connected to you, okay? So we have a body, and the more the body participates, the more neurotransmitters are released. So never mind. So when we're designing experiences, when we get people to participate not only through talking with one another, through connection, but through movement, through the body, through feeling, we can create more of an emotional imprint on them, okay? So the reason why I'm the party scientist is because I had a mentor, and he taught me that we can design experiences that are so amazing that people are not looking for drugs and alcohol to have a good time. He inspired me to adopt that philosophy. And his quote was always, partying, or this incredible joy we all have within us, and when we share it with others, it's so magical, right? It's so magical. The partying is so healthy, and it's a part of our human nature to move in synchrony and to express joy together. And it's not a spectator sport, right? And a lot of events are spectator sports, right? And we're sitting and we're watching, and usually we're on our phones sitting and watching. So we're like watching our phones, and then we watch, and then we're back to our phone, right? So breaking that script, that's what I invite people who are really serious about the health benefits of human connection. That's the script we need to break. The more social risks we take, the more emotion we express, and with that emotion, we share it with the other person, and it gets amplified, right? You can climb Everest and get to the top And now what you can do is you can post on social media and look amazing because you did it alone, and like you're a total badass, because we elevate individualism in our culture, right, in Western culture. But if you're there with someone else and you share that meaning with that other person and you look into their eyes and you are seen for your achievement, that's when the meaningfulness happens, right? And so the more we exchange emotion with one another, the more neurotransmitters. This is what we did at the very beginning. We regulated ourselves. Who has been like anxious or stressed, or they had a work responsibility and they were at a networking event and it just wasn't flowing? You know, they were at a party and it just was really hard to connect with each other, with another person. Has anyone had that experience where the body's activated and we can't connect? It's hard, we can't empathize. Well, that's because we have the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. And when we're in a super relaxed state, we connect. And it's not only rest and digest, right? That's the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, but it's connect and regulate, I think. Yeah, so they're the same. Connection without regulation. Okay, so we've talked for way too long for the theme of this workshop. So everybody stand up, please. And we're going to get into a pro-social peak state inspired by Tony Robbins. Okay, all right. So just stretch it open up your core, really change your posture, maybe open up your chest. Okay, can we have like 10 more people on stage? Anybody? 10 more people on stage? Yeah, awesome. Let's come to the front. Everybody to the front. Everybody to the front. Come on. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're simply going to jump up and down with our hands above our head at the drop. Everybody closer, bring it in as close as possible. At the drop. Let's just wave it. With somebody who loves me. Okay, let's get it clapping. And we're just going to elevate the energy.
We're going to turn it out.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. We're just... Okay, we're going to do it without music, so just... Woo! Yeah! Woo! Wow, I am impressed. That was great. Okay, give it up for our crew on stage. You can feel free to sit there or hang out. Great, we can take a seat, ideally at the front. So, pro-social state, right? What is a pro-social state? How do we get into it? How do we put our audiences in it? Well, Tony Robbins, every 20 minutes, he puts on a song and he gets people jumping up and down and singing and dancing. And it's because when we activate the body, we activate a pro-social state. We activate joy. And so, two aspects of a pro-social state that we want to put our audience in: vitalize, right? We want to get blood flowing, we want to get some energy pumping. And then positivity, we want to elevate mood, right? We want to get joy. It turns out when we have elevated mood, right, we're more creative, we're more empathetic. It really accelerates bonding. So, really, all this is about is being more aware of the physiological states that we're putting guests into. Are we having them sit and watch and stay in their heads, or are we activating their physiology, right? We're not just up here. We have a full body, and we have a lot of, hormones and cortisol. So when we're talking about social neuroscience, sitting and talking is not the most impactful thing, and like I've been to hundreds of events, and all it is sitting and talking. So what social technologies can we use to elevate physiology and get some of these neurotransmitters flowing, right? Well, music and movement have a large impact on physiology. What if my event's all about academia and knowledge transfer, right? What if my event is just about content? well, I don't want to waste time with music and movement. Well, what I advocate for is just managing physiology throughout the event such that people aren't slumping, people aren't losing their energy or wanting to leave, and they're still able to connect. You still have them in this state of vitalized positivity, right? So we got another exercise. Everybody pair up. What's next? I better leave. Okay, so we're going to have a little fun with follow the leader here. So whoever's going first, put up your hand. All right, stand up. And wherever your partner goes in the room and however they move, you're going to follow their lead, okay? All right? So follow the leader begins right now. Get creative with it. Get creative with it. Maybe look at your partner face to face. Okay, switch partners, switch partners, switch leaders, switch leaders, switch leaders, I meant. Switch leaders, switch leaders. Don't be shy, don't be shy. Move some chairs. Make some facial expressions. Okay, thank your partner. Thank your partner. So we're talking about social technologies here. One of the words we can use to describe social technologies is facilitation. Facilitation, right? We can bring in speakers. We can bring in a speaker who talks at the audience, or you can bring in a facilitator who activates the audience and enables them to connect and nourish each other and exchange emotion with each other. Gabby, she did it at the very beginning. She got everyone shaking, but the problem was I was at the back, and it was literally like Cindy's behind me shaking, and I'm like in front of her, but I don't even know she's there because like I'm looking at the backs of people's heads, right? So eye contact is really important for that emotional exchange. So the most powerful social technology in my party scientist title research is play. So we are going to do an activity together, and this might be uncomfortable for you, but you can play at whatever level you want to play. So you're going to find a new partner. And one of you is going to go to this side of the room, and the other one is going to go to that side of the room. So let's do it. Okay. All right, now when you're ready, get down on one knee. If you can do whatever you want. Okay, now point at your partner. Okay, so now close your eyes. Now, imagine that you are a spy and you have some sort of weapon, can be whatever you want, but remember that you have advanced martial arts training, okay? You are a spy and your job is to take down the other spy, okay? And so the whole space is yours. You can hide, you can have a dramatic kung fu battle. And the point here is to come into a new way of connecting with one another, which isn't verbal, which isn't about showing off our intelligence, but it's to have fun, be playful, and embrace joy. So everyone take a deep breath and just let go of all the expectations you have. This doesn't need to be fun. You can just try it, and whatever happens is a success, okay? So, just everybody prepare your weapon and speak into your radio headphone set in your ear. Okay, and attack your spy now. Anything?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, are we on a live stream still?
Well.
Okay, dramatic kung fu battle, everybody. Dramatic kung fu battle, let's go. All right, check. Can you speak up? Can we turn up my mic so that I don't have to yell? Yep, awesome. Turn it up a bit. Sweet. All right, celebrate the courage. Celebrate the courage that your partner just demonstrated. This is not normal. This is not the default. But this is, when we get into this state of joy, like we don't need to know how awesome this person is and all their credentials and how many, right? Like how many ribbons that this person, only one, I only got one too. Yeah. All right, let's take a seat. So, within your DNA, you have the ability to make people feel good, to nourish them, and to support their mental health. You can do that through play. You can do that through a supportive hug. You can do that through attention, witnessing, what we did in the first activity, the default way I socialize is. Right? We all have this ability to nourish the people around us, and often we stay at the surface because we're afraid. We're afraid of making people uncomfortable. We're afraid of being abandoned. We're afraid of being weird, right? Like, I've weirded people out at this conference. Like, who's been weirded out by me? Yeah, yes! Woo. This is wonderful. I love these people. Okay, awesome. So, we've been talking about all these nonverbal ways of connecting to activate our biology, but now we're going to talk about conversation, how to bring that emotional exchange into our conversation. So I'm going to share with you 3 levels of conversation, and the last one, factual conversation, is like, factual conversation is not really personal information. It might be about the conference, like, oh, what time is the session at? Cool. Who is speaking? Yeah. What room number are you in? Okay, that's kind of weird. Right? Like we can ask all these. We can ask all these factual questions, which are great for building rapport, right? But really, the place we want to get to, where we feel more fulfilled, I feel more fulfilled, is this more emotional space, and it's personal and relational. So personal storytelling, when we're sharing facts about ourselves, experiences about ourselves, right? Emotional experiences, things we love, right? Who here has received the question from me, what excites you most about the events industry? Has anyone received that question from me? Like 2 people? It's a decent question. I love asking that because I love hearing what people love, right? Relational now. Relational is more so about the moment happening right now. So, right here sitting with you, Eve, I'm aware that I'm kind of putting you on the spot right now, and I'm afraid that I'm making you uncomfortable. That's relational communication. It's about the here and now. And Eve, hearing that, what's it like to hear that from me?
I'm not uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're not uncomfortable, and now I feel relieved, right? I feel like I've gotten it off my chest. Anything else?
No.
Yeah, flawless, nothing else. Point is, when we share our experience in the moment, being with someone, it can lead to much more closeness than just the factual level or the personal level. Eve can know a bunch of things about me, and then when I share with her, like, hey, I'm aware right now that I'm using a lot of ums and uhs. Like, I'm humanizing myself, I'm bringing us back to the moment, and I'm creating more closeness. So we're gonna do 2 exercises. The first one, you're gonna pair up, and we're gonna talk about curiosity. And you're gonna come up with a question that you can ask people at WEC that might just break the script a little and get you more into the personal relational mode as opposed to just the factual mode. So get into pairs and talk about your relationship with curiosity and what question that you love to ask people, and come up with a question. All right, go ahead. Okay. Come to silence with your partner. Share the last thing you were just about to share. And I can't be smart without an equation. So I'm going to show you an equation, the party science equation. And then we're going to have our closing ceremony. Oh my gosh, people love talking to each other. Sweet. Let's do a now clap. Now. Back to the present moment. Now. Now. Whew. Eckhart Tolle. Does anyone a fan of Eckhart Tolle in the room? Yeah. Power of Now. First book that opened my consciousness a little. Okay, so far left we have baseline physiology. Are we hydrated? Are we nourished? Are we stressed? Are we sleep deprived? Baseline physiology plus the physiological impact of the activity, right? Is it increasing our physiological state, elevating our state toward vitalized positivity? Or is it maybe exhausting us, right? Who has felt like a little exhausted by conversation before? Certainly me. Like it takes a lot of effort for me to connect with strangers especially. Then we have the emotional exchange that I talked about at the beginning. When we synchronize, and when we can do this through empathy, right? But not cognitive empathy. We can understand cognitively what another person's experience is, but we can also feel it emotionally. Emotional empathy, when we let ourselves be impacted by the people that we're paying attention to, okay? That's the equation, and what it equals is the meaningfulness of the experience, okay? And not to say that shows cannot be super meaningful as well. This is just the outcome of my doctorate paper called Party Science Impact on Oxytocin Levels in Mice. I tried to make a joke. I tried. Okay. So this is like a few things that I don't do when I'm producing events because they can be sometimes against social neuroscience, and there are only specific forms of entertainment. Some forms of entertainment are really interactive and they really elevate people's state, but others put people into spectator mode, right? Spectator mode. And oftentimes speakers do this, right? Unless it's really topical and people are taking notes and they love the content and storytelling content. So we're going to do our closing ceremony now. So we're going to need everybody up. And we're going to form two lines. We're going to form a runway over the stage, okay? So one line will be right here. Come on up. And the other line will be right here. Okay, so two lines of people come up on stage. Everybody up on stage. We're going to be on the... Yeah, but then the rest of the runway will be at the edge. Okay, great. Sweet, we're going to make a runway. Is anyone just like really amped right now and wants to go first? Okay, let's form a runway. Excellent. This is perfect. Yep, perfect. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. People must be sober right now because I've tried to do this with groups. This is wonderful. Okay, so we're going to go down the runway and we're just going to be celebrated by people. You can dance, you can spin, okay? You can do whatever you want, but this is about celebrating each other. You can high five. Safety patrol.
If you'd be so kind, please instruct your audience to be careful as they're doing their celebration ceremony because you have your...
Tech guys, is this safe? Okay. All right, well, should we do it? Yeah, we can move it off the stage. So let's shimmy this way. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. And you're gonna go up against the stage here and the TV. But
Can we just shift?
no, we're gonna do it all the way down. Yeah, let's start farther back, but then we're in the projector. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone, let's just reset the vibe by taking a deep breath and just letting go and just maybe bending over. Okay, I'm gonna go first. You're next, let's go. Okay, we are over time. All right, so the continuation of this workshop is at the pool bar for the water aerobics championships. Thanks. If you have questions for me, come chat with me anytime. Let's talk human connection. Woo!
That was so much fun. After we talked at the bar the other night, I